you need to know how to label the triangle. The uppercase letters represent the angle and their measurement, and the lowercase letters represent their corresponding side lengths. As you can see, big A corresponds with little a, big B corresponds with little b, and big C corresponds with little c.
Now, here is the formula for law of sines. There are three possible formulas, but you're only going to use what is given in the problem. The purpose of law of sines is to complete the triangle by finding the missing angles and sides.
This is an example problem where you have to find x. We gave the angles and their corresponding sides a letter to plug into the formula. With the given information, we see that the 64-degree angle, which is labeled as big A, corresponds with 30 that we gave little a, as well with the 33-degree angle, which is big B, and its corresponding side of x, which is little b. This is the first step of plugging in the numbers into the formula. The next step is to cross multiply. When you do that, you get the quantity of x multiplied by the sine of 64, which is the angle measure. You set that equal to 30 times the sine of 33. To find x, which is what you're looking for, you have to divide both sides by the sine of 64. This gets x by itself, and the answer is 18.2. Congratulations, you have solved the triangle.
Hey Mitch, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to solve the triangle made in the London courtyard by these two buildings, but it's been taking me a long time.
Oh, I have an awesome formula that'll help you finish that faster.
Alright, let's go do it.
This is the triangle from the outside. I'm going to help my friend Mitch solve his problem. A simple way to do that is by using the law of sines for the non-right triangle. First, we have to set up the equation with the given information. Next, you have to cross multiply to get 10 times the sin of 25 equal to the quantity of x times sin of 40. To get x by itself, you have to divide both sides by the sin of 40. And you will get x equals 12.7.
These are the formulas for law of cosines. They are used for SAS and SSS triangles. Remember that the lowercase letters are side lengths and uppercase letters are angle measurements. This is step 1. X is the side we are looking for, so we set it equal to the formula. So we have x squared equals 8 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 8 times 9 times the cosine of 25. Next is step 2. You solve the right side of the formula to get x squared equals 14.5. To get x by itself, you take the square root of both sides and get x equals 3.8. Now let's see how to use the law of cosines on this SSS triangle and try to figure out the angle x. We fill in the formula with the given information. We have 61 squared equals 29 squared plus 50 squared minus 2 times 29 times 50 times the cosine of x. The object is to get x by itself, so we subtract both sides by 29 squared plus 50 squared. From that, we get 61 squared minus 29 squared minus 50 squared equals negative 2 times 29 times 50 times the cosine of x. I'm going to leave those numbers squared so we don't have to deal with big numbers. Again, we have to get x by itself, so we divide both sides by negative 2 times 29 times 50. You're dividing because in step 2 you're multiplying them. Step 3, x is still being multiplied by the cosine. To get x fully by itself, you have to multiply both sides of the equation by the inverse of cosine. That will cancel the cosines on the right side, and on the left side of the equation you'll have the inverse of cosine multiply the fraction of 61 squared minus 29 squared minus 50 squared over negative 2 times 29 times 50. The final step is to plug it into your calculator. Your x value comes out to be 97.5. That is how you'd use the law of cosines for an SSS triangle.